Hey guys, it is Admin. Welcome to episode 4 of the Datapack Survival. In the previous video, we made a skeleton spawner. So I'm over here at my skeleton grinder, getting some bones because we're going to start building our base. And to do that, we're going to need a fair amount of white dye, and the best source of that is, of course, bone meal. However, I've been here for a fair while, so we probably have enough to actually get started. So I'm going to do a quick supply run and bring back the materials from over here that I want over at my base. And then we can get started on the building. As I think I discussed in episode 1 or 2, the base block palette is going to be made a lot out of white and light gray concrete. And so that's why we need the bones. So it's good that we now have that spawner, so we should be able to gather a fair amount of them. So let me quickly, I think I'll need to do a sand run because right now we're not producing sand. And then we should be able to make a fair amount of concrete and start building at least some outlines for the structures. Actually, what I ended up doing was changing the actual crusher over there to work for sand, let that run for a little while, and was able to craft up a good 8 stacks of concrete, plus a little bit more, so yeah, and then I got to building, and I came up with a design for a crusher system that should be able to last for pretty much the whole season. So I marked out a bit of a building. It's 21 by 21 box right now, but it'll probably change in size a little bit as I begin to detail it. And this allows us to have 11 crushers for gravel, and then we'll probably mirror it on the other side and do 11 for sand. This design has the cobblestone generators above it that get pushed down to the, this is a dispenser, but it will have a crusher on top of it. So that will crush this into gravel. And then we use these pistons to push it off the edge. It will fall down where we can break it. This will probably just, I'll probably just use water and push it into the middle after it's broken, and then we can easily collect it and sort it into a chest. So I've crafted up pretty much all the necessary redstone supplies we're going to need. Probably made a bit extra. I do need to grab some more lava, but I should be able to craft this up. So I'm going to do that probably out of white concrete. I probably want to convert this powder to concrete, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so this design is pretty simple. Essentially we have a cobblestone generator up here. So water on one side that cannot flow all the way across, and then just pistons to push it down. So if I place lava right here, it will flow across and generate cobblestone. And if I keep doing that, it will keep generating more cobblestone. So I probably don't need to put as much lava up here as I am doing, but that's okay. And it looks like I forgot the last bucket. Anyway, this design is pretty simple, and it should do the trick. So if I now cover this up, we'll put a line of redstone up on right here, and that will let us power the pistons and push the cobblestone down. So overall, should be pretty simple, and then we just need a bit of a timer circuit to figure out when this block here turns to gravel, and then we can push the whole thing across and push some new cobblestone down and start the whole thing over again. Alright, so I got a lot of that built up. So let's check out some of the redstone in case you're wanting to build this design for yourself. Currently, I have 6 crushers, and that's kind of probably too loud. Let me change up my audio. Okay, so like I said, currently we have 6 crushers, and so these 5 on the side are not activating at the moment. But what we have a line of hoppers down the bottom, and so when the the gravel gets pushed off, it will fall and land on top of the slabs. Falling blocks break if they hit a slab. Then the hoppers can instantly pick up the item, they just send it along, and they go into this chest. So this is maybe 10 minutes total of being online, so it's generating a lot of gravel. We're not going to need to run this farm all of the time, obviously. Okay, so this is a decay clock. It will take a signal and extend it for a short period of time. In this case, it does it for about the exact 10 seconds that we need. So once it finishes, then the gravel will have transformed back. Well, the cobblestone will have turned into gravel. So then we send the signal along, and here we have this is a falling edge monostable circuit. So we only get an output on the falling edge of this. So essentially, right when this turns off, we get one output. So then that sends the pistons along, and then a couple seconds later, it activates the cobblestone generator right here to push these down, and then we get more cobblestone, and it's mostly just waiting, because obviously this generates cobblestone way faster than the actual machine can convert it. So at some point we'll get the extra 6 crushers, but I think I want to mirror this on the other side, and then put in 2 sets of crushers so that we can start generating sand. And from there, we will have pretty much the whole the whole concrete situation done. But let's check up on our diamond supplies to see if we actually could afford that. Remember, each crusher costs 7 diamonds, so currently we have 47 diamonds and 32 ore chunks. So these can be converted into 1 diamond. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, I think I'll get to work, and let's mirror that design onto the other side. Alright, so I'm just throwing the redstone together. It's pretty simple overall. So essentially, I think I explained this just a second ago, but we're going to observe this right here, so it should lock the actual circuit, and then this will slowly decay over time, and then we get our output. So I place a torch right here, then okay, got the piston, so this is placed right here, and it goes up instantly. And then if we place a repeater on this side, place it on 2 ticks, what this means is when this gets depowered, there's no signal that transfers through, but for any time that it is powered, we get 1 single pulse, and then that pulse goes away. The reason why we want that is so that the pistons at the bottom here don't get extended. I do actually need to place down these pistons, so let's do that next. You can see I don't have enough dispensers to actually place them all down, but essentially, just like that side, we're going to have a row of crushers, except this time we're going to have 2 rows. It looks like I misplaced this. So this should actually be fairly simple. Essentially, it's the exact same design, but we crush it twice. Alright, so just stair-step it up, and I can just place redstone across all of this. Very simple. Like I was saying in that earlier clip, this design is definitely not perfect, and I'm not going to claim it is. But it should get the job done, and it has 11 crushers in it, so I'm going to have 33. So I'm going to want an on-off switch to this, as that could possibly get a bit laggy. We'll have to see. Arg. There we go. I got it. Okay, so finally we just need to be able to activate the redstone on the top. So we go out by 1. It does have to be a bit later, so that's why we have a repeater on 4 ticks. So then we can place a block here, then we go torch, then a block, then a torch, then a block. I guess we don't really need the block, but And then this, I'm going to wire down this way for now, because these are the only three that really should be activating, but at some point, I'll just have a line go across here. Alright, so now if I craft these 6 crushers that I need, it should be a functional farm. So let's go, I guess we will grab those crushers. Let's see, so it's 7 times 6, so 42 diamonds. Do we... Cool, we have 42 diamonds. Do we have the iron that we need? We have the obsidian that we need. I don't think we have the iron that we need. Yeah, we do not. So I'll need to crush down some more iron at this crusher, and then get that, and then we'll be good. And yeah, this should probably be one of the next things to automate, as it's kind of annoying that it's not automated already. To do that, we'll probably want a block placer to place on top of the crusher right here. And then obviously it gets crushed. So then we need to do something with the item, pick it up, and then get it into the washer. I know I've gotten some feedback that people are having issues actually using water streams to get the item into the washer, so I'll show you guys how to do that at some point, and who knows, that could be in one of the upcoming episodes. Alright, crafting up the 6th crusher. Kind of wish my custom crafting system could do multiple at a time, but then again, there's pickaxes in the recipe, so that wouldn't work anyway. So, I probably should grab some hoppers, so I do need a little bit more iron before I can actually get this all set up, but we're just about ready. Okay, moment of truth. I can place these 6 down, and now I should be able to place some levers, turn them on. Okay, I do need my hoppers, so let's place down a chest right here like I did on the other side. And then, I know this is probably really bad and will need to be redone, but there we go. We have the hoppers. Okay, let's see if it works. So, to get it started, I'll just need to come up here and place down lever right here. So this should push those 3 down. Okay. Do it again. So let's see, the cobble is, yeah, so it's right here. So we need 1 more. And go. Okay, timer started. Looks like it's chipping away. Okay, turn to gravel. Timer goes. Nice. Okay. Turns to sand. And it's pushed off. Yes! Awesome. So now we have a sand generator and a gravel generator. Yes, it's working. This is awesome. Okay. So we're generating 6 gravel and 3 sand every 10 seconds. Or I think it's about 12 seconds because my timing's not quite perfect. But okay, automated gravel and sand with a giant factory. Now we could get started working on a building to go around this project. So we have the resources that we'll need, and this is going to make base building amazing. So let's see what we should do next. Actually, we might want to take a look at this. In between episodes, or just in my spare time, I've been doing a fair amount of cleaning up of the island. It's a little hard to tell, but I got rid of a fair amount of mushrooms, especially along this side. There's still a lot to do, but you can see places where I clearly leveled stuff out. This is in preparation of actually building our base. So there's a lot more to do, but maybe the next thing to do would be to cut down all the mushrooms. Yeah, I think I'll do that while waiting for sand to generate. Also, this is an epic site. It's awesome to see that things are going along just how I wanted it to. Well, that was a lofty goal, but pretty much impossible to actually reach. I do not have the time for that right now, but I did clear out I don't know, a good like 25 mushrooms from this area, but there's I don't know, like 40 or 50 more across the island. So that's not going to be happening. My axe would break before I finish that. So let's actually figure out what to really do, and then we should end out this episode because it's getting pretty long into recording. Oh, and if you're curious with just how many mushrooms I have cleared out, yeah, it's a pretty large amount. Okay, I actually do have a goal for us to do for the end of this episode. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that we can make a block placer, a block breaker, and then put it in right next to the gravel and sand maker, because that's essentially the concrete farm. So, I'm going to need a couple things to do this. I'm going to need 8 blocks of iron. There is a heavy gear in the recipe, so let's make 2 heavy, well, I need 2 heavy gears, so that's made like so. Like I said, I need 2 of these, so quite expensive, but the block placer, allows you to do something that's normally completely impossible in Minecraft. Plus, I need a diamond block, so, ouch. I know I got some feedback that said that this recipe might be a little bit too expensive. I'm not sure actually. But let's see. So there's 4 iron blocks, 4 iron ingots, 6 obsidian, and a diamond block, and 2 diamonds. So 11 diamonds. Yeah, so 80 iron, 11 diamonds, and 6 obsidian for a block placer. Now, like I'm saying though, this can do something that's normally not possible in the actual game, which is obviously place down blocks. So, let's head over. Looks like my diamonds are done. Nice. Cool. Okay, so I do have enough diamonds for the block breaker, but let's try out the block placer first. And then we can do the breaker next. So, let's put it on this side, somewhere over here. This is probably going to be temporary for now, but I'm thinking it should be able to be placed. Well, that's going to bug me forever. Oh boy. Here, anyway, okay, so we're going to put this right here. So to place down the block placer, we take a dropper, and then we shift right click to place this on top. And now we have a block placer. If we put items inside of it and then activate it, they get placed into the world. But if there's already a block placed here, it will shoot it out as an item, and that will pop out into the world. So we have to time it appropriately for this to happen. Of course, our block breaker can break this instantly. So essentially, we can, you have to wait, I think, 9 game ticks before the actual block is placed into the world. That is 5 redstone ticks, so we can do a pretty fast clock, but it cannot be instant. Okay. Okay, so now let's make the block breaker. That is going to need, let's see, I need a couple things. So I'm going to need a diamond pickaxe and a diamond shovel. So let's grab a couple more sticks really quick. And then, okay, so I can craft up the shovel, craft up, I'll need a diamond block as well. And then craft up the pickaxe. Okay, and then I just need obsidian. So again, it's 6 obsidian like that, pickaxe on the left, shovel on the right, and diamond block in the middle. That gives us our block breaker, and it is placed on top of a dispenser. Okay, so how the block breaker works, we place down the dispenser, not right there. We'll want to place it right here, and then we shift right click to place on top, and it faces this direction. It requires the correct tool to be placed in it to break a block. So it doesn't break a block until we place it in, and the tool will take damage. It would need a shovel to be able to break concrete powder, but a pickaxe lets it break concrete. So in this case, so the concrete will get placed and then it will break it. So we can just place a hopper down below, and then I can place a chest here. I'll need to actually grab a hopper. And then if we supply this with pickaxes, and then we'll want to place water on the back. Also, looks like this gravel chest has filled up, so I'm going to turn off the farm for now until we have a better storage solution. So I can just activate this, and it should stop after a little bit. Yep, cool. And how's this one going? Not too far behind. Nice. Okay, so I realized I can just put the water and have it flow down a little bit further. And so this should be able to place the block into the air. Let's take the pickaxes out so we can actually see this. So when we activate this, the block goes there. It is now hydrated. And if we break this, it will fall. And then I should probably put the stairs here so that it falls down onto the correct block. Okay, so for this clock, what I'm thinking is I want it to only activate if this has blocks in it. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get this to work 100% consistently. It seems to be bugged, probably. Sometimes it plays down the block, other times it doesn't. Probably on the actual block placer's end, so I'm going to spend some time looking at the code, trying to figure out the issue and maybe fix it. But that being said, we are out of time for today's video, so if you did like it, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you don't want to miss future content. Also, I do have a really massive announcement coming in the next episode, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that announcement. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Oh wow, I haven't been over here in a while, and I have a bunch more villagers that I didn't know about. Very cool.